My name is Greg Angelo, and I'm Artistic Director of Velocity Arts and Entertainment and Velocity Circus. Welcome to our media studio. All right. So right now I'm working with Hiromi, who's our media director, and we're doing all kinds of, archiving, websites, films, media, scenery, for the various shows and installations that we're working on at the moment.
I'm contortionist and makeup artist and costume artist, and I came here 9 years ago, and then working with Greg Angelo almost 10 years.
So originally my business started in San Francisco. I'm a native San Franciscan, and it started completely here. And one of the big philosophies of the business is to create a viable living in the community of artists that resides in San Francisco, and of course in the greater San Francisco Bay Area as well. Over the years, many of our artists have moved on to other communities. In fact, so many of our artists have moved into the Arizona area that we now have a branch of Velocity Circus in Arizona. Work with artists when we travel now. If we travel into Southern California, Los Angeles area, we have enough artists there that have work started in San Francisco that we have a team of artists that works in LA, and also some artists that work in New York as well. Started performing quite young. And what I say by performing, I was certainly professionally performing by the time I was 13, 14, 15, but of course earlier than that I was always in school plays or in choirs. I was in the San Francisco Boys Chorus as a very, prepubescent boy. I was always, in the arts, and it's evolved over the years and is continuing to evolve.
I performed when I was 12, but I trained when I was 7-year-old until now, so almost 25 years.
What inspired me to be in the circus business was, as a young man, I was always a dancer in ethnic arts, and I wanted to push my limits of what I could do. Specifically, I was a whirling dervish, and I was thinking, it'd be fun to be able to take it in the air and just push it so I could appeal to a larger audience. So I started taking aerial classes and acrobatic classes, and within a few years, I became a circus artist and never quite took my dervish to the air, but certainly started forming a company that has been flying ever since.
How my teacher find a place, she's invited me to work with him. I think we just send all the videos and pictures and everywhere, and then the places they choosing us.
Okay, after every show that goes well, I would say it's a very exhilarating experience, knowing that not only have I or the artist that I'm with achieved, the highest attainment of their ability, but that we've shared something great with the audience. And I think it is our hopes, without even knowing it, that hopefully that audience brings home a little bit of inspiration with them, that in the moment of the performance that they're experiencing wonder, which means that all of a sudden their thought pattern goes from something that's maybe more linear and focused to something that's more expansive and questioning the world around them.
It's just great. Yeah, it's just wonderful, every time. Sometimes you're tired, but it just goes away.
Amazing thing about after performance, of course, you are that moment. It makes my life so beautiful, colorful, makes me feel so happy, because I'm giving people happiness and color, which makes me so happy. And I love colors and action. You just live that moment. That makes it so unique and extraordinary, and I love that feeling.